Good evening, everyone. It's Jesse. I'm back here with Neil and John's joining us tonight, and we are back to do some testing on the intro decks. How's everybody doing tonight?
Well, not as good as you,
Yeah,
because we didn't take a week off in Hawaii.
I know, I know. So yeah, as we said, sorry it was a little slow getting back to everybody. August turned out to be kind of an awkward month in terms of our schedules, with my vacation planned in there at the end of the year. So. But I'm done with vacations. All I have left on the schedule for this year is work-related stuff. So I think we are good to go until the end of the year now. I think I won't make any promises. But anyways, so I think the last time we left off, Neil, we were just kind of testing different decks, and we were. I think we tried the Protoan versus the Exilarian, and then we tried the Protoan versus Jotun, I think, and I think we were fairly happy with where the Jotun deck was. I'm fairly happy with where the Proton deck was, but we were talking about whether or not the Exilarian deck needed some changes. Does that sound familiar? I know it's been a little while, but
Right, yeah. The last one we played those two matches, and it was first match was real quick and seemed okay, and then the second match was really long, and the X-Lion didn't seem like they stood a chance against like Proton.
yeah, yep,
But we
I would
talked about
agree.
changes to adding some of the removal suite back into the X-Lion deck that we had taken out because in initial builds I was afraid that in a 30 card deck having like the full removal suite would be too much, but as it turns out, maybe it's necessary.
Yeah, I think some of it also plays into some more recent topic conversations. We just kind of wrapped up the final Omega release for the Exilarian 2, so we didn't have those kind of solidified quite yet when we tested last time. So, I think the change to Anarchist in particular in the welcoming deck will help, a little bit in that sense too, with that deck, giving it some early
Right.
game tempo. So maybe some of those things will pop up here in the stream tonight, and we can see what people think. But other than that, I think it's just time to do some more testing. This is just kind of one of those things that you can't get to the information until you really just hammer it out, right?
Yep. The biggest part of it is just iteration. So play a lot of games, get a lot of data.
Right. Yep. Yep. Exactly. All right. I'm ready to go. Other than I think we just got to roll some dice here. So, um, you want to roll first? You want me to for deck selection?
I will roll this dice.
Okay.
Let's see what we get. 4. I'm the best.
All right. Well, it looks like you're picking up the Proton from my angle, but I don't know if that's the same from yours or not.
I only that's just because you said it.
All right. All right. Looks like
Unbiased.
I'm getting the Exilarian.
Well,
So I
maybe
think
we should, if we're gonna play this matchup, maybe we should make some changes to the X-Lane deck before we do it, because this deck has not changed since the last.
okay. So let's do that quick.
I'm just gonna flip this around so that our viewers at home can see it.
Totally cool. I think what we talked about was the need to add in some more of the control elements, right? So we talked about the need for maybe another distraction. We talked about the need for maybe additional assassin strikes, another DOA. I think those are the cards that we were really talking about, trying to figure out how to fit into the deck. I don't remember if we had 2 copies of Anarchy.
Um, let's see. Is this sorted? Doesn't look like it's sorted, so I'll have to search real quick and see. Yeah, it looks like only 1 Anarchy. There's 1 distraction, 1 assassin strike, 1 anarchy, 1 dead on arrival, 1 stockade.
I'm gonna rotate those around for your viewers, but I just wanted to get them out. So I think those are the 4 cards that we talked about where potential changes could occur in the Exilarian deck to make it a little more competitive with the other factions. I don't know whether all of those need to go in and 4 cards need to come out, or some combination of those. Um, I think that all of those have some potential merits. I know that Anarchy is going to get changed and Omega to get preemptive, if I remember right. I'm going from memory here.
And
probably should pull up the drive. Look at that spreadsheet, so I'm not just
well,
spouting
if
something
we're
that's
gonna
not true.
announce all the changes on this on this
Yeah,
stream,
I mean, for anybody that's watching, I don't think there's
the
any problem with that.
Anarchy change will get preemptive and go down to 1 CC. Um, Village of San Clemente does something completely different.
Yeah.
There's one of those in the deck.
Yep.
Um, Anarchist gained quick,
Right. Everything else stayed the same on him.
and that might be it.
Okay, so
Trying to see if
and
there's
we
any.
added preemptive to distraction too, if I remember right.
Right,
Preemptive 4
that's
here.
correct.
Yep.
So preemptive
So
on distraction and anarchy. Anarchy CC change to 1.
Anarchy didn't get preemptive, so just
Oh,
I think we
okay.
bumped it up. I think we bumped it. No, we left it as is. Yeah, everything we just reduced it to 1 construction cost.
Yeah.
So, okay.
And,
I have the spreadsheet now in front of us with all the final changes, so
okay.
I
Well,
can
that's
reference
good.
it with accuracy now instead of just trying to pull from memory.
Yeah. That was a late night.
It was, but
So there is a village in here.
mm-hmm.
Like the new village is something we could add a second one of.
Yeah, I think that's possible. I don't remember. Did we on the Cynthian deck? Did we have more than one Centropolis? I
No.
think we did, right? And I wonder if this effect is, I feel like this effect is probably this new effect for Village is probably good as a one of, but I don't think you'd want it to become abusive as a multiple.
Okay. Well, let's
So
just leave it as 1 for now, and
okay,
we'll keep it under wraps until I play it, or until
yeah.
you play it against me, and then
Then we can talk about what it does.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm totally cool with that.
Um,
So I think for me, like what we were seeing in the last time we played this deck, in particular against the Patoma matchup, was just like uh, a lack of ability to properly establish itself on the board and have enough Solarium to be meaningful.
right. It just got in the Proton matchup specifically. It just got behind all the grindy cards, like
Mm-hmm.
because the X Solarian is a card advantage team where they're trying to like leverage their resources against yours, and the Proton just have like infinite multi-use effects, and
Right.
even if those effects don't add up to the entire value of 1 card over the course of the game, they do, and the X-Line just get behind. Like
Mm-hmm.
you can't DOA a hatchery, and
Yeah, I do think I don't think we have do we have 2 copies of Stockade in the deck?
no,
I think that's probably a pretty good
that
card to consider here.
yeah, that was the other one that I had listed off at the beginning as a one of in the deck that is like part of the removal suite kind of, and
Right.
it's definitely something we can put in.
Yeah, I think it's worth at least looking at it. I think that card is a great card against Protoan, in particular, because
Right.
it
We had
shuts
originally
down.
shied away from it, like because of the nature of the Jotun starter that
Right.
just has like a million small guys. But I don't know if that's
Yeah, I'm not sure that'll matter with Jotun. Like, if they can land one of their big guys, like a Fenris, which we saw in a couple of episodes back when we were testing Jotun, like they land a big guy and Stockade just doesn't matter anymore.
yeah.
So I think that's okay.
So we can take out one of the sites for the stockade.
But yeah.
I would rather take out an Oasis than a depot probably because the depot is like very important to the functionality of this deck.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to reduce their Solarium potential. So I think taking an Oasis out is probably a safe bet.
Oasis or I don't know if there's 2 retrofitteds or not. I think we had 1 retrofitted, 1 village.
I still think we'd probably keep, if we had 2 retrofitteds, I'd keep 2 retrofitteds in there. I think.
Yeah, so let's take out this Oasis. I'm going to stick this stockade right in there.
Okay.
And then when we're done, I'll save this as a different object so that we can.
That's cool. I'll do the same.
Yeah.
So I think it comes down to, if we were going to add in another DOA, what's the removal? What's the card we remove for DOA?
So if we are adding to the suite of these 4 cards, like I would think distraction and DOA would be the ones we'd look at. I don't think
Yeah,
we want to put all four in.
no,
Um,
no, I totally agree with that. I think that's a fair assessment, to look
so
at it that way.
things on my list of easy cuts here, just looking at the deck, would be a Spirit Warrior. They're kind of like just okay.
Hmm.
One of the booby traps. Um, we have one boomer or two.
I think we have one boomer.
Yeah, it looks like one. Um, so I guess my first cut would be a Spirit Warrior. Like I know they're better in multiples or whatever, but it's still like a fine guy if you want to keep one in there to
Well,
show
I
off
think
the
we
Spirit
could.
Warrior mechanic.
Well, I think we could cut both Spirit Warriors to put in distraction and DOA. I think that would
Right,
be
that
okay.
solidly solid. Whoops, I didn't mean to zoom in like that. Solidly solidifies the deck as a control deck instead of like an aggro deck,
Right.
which
Yeah.
is like
With
seems fine.
with the threats being still like Mutant Savage, Headhunter getting fetching a Mutant Savage. Do we have a
There's
tacky in the
no
deck?
there's no Headhunter or Mutant Savage. There's two Tackies. There's two Wardens. There's a Juicer and a Solomon.
Okay.
Um, so you're really in on the like kill them with Tunnel Rat plan.
Yeah, and I
Um,
think that's okay with um, what we were talking about, the
and
change
Anarchist, I
to
guess, but that's again not like a real attacking threat.
right. Yeah, yeah. I think we're good. I think we're good here. I mean, Juicer definitely gives you the gas to finish games. You're not going to finish games quickly with this deck, that's for
No,
sure.
you're not. But like Spirit Warrior is doing nothing in the Proton matchup.
Right.
If you're worried about the Proton matchup, Spirit Warrior is not like it's just not.
Hmm.
Um, and Stockade is doing way more than Oasis is.
Yeah, I agree
Uh,
with that.
so if specifically in the green yellow matchup, like we've definitely strengthened.
So the question I have is whether or not the second Anarchy should fit into the deck. There's some value in the second Anarchy here, and the reason why is just because of the need, how much we rely on Secret Stash to be able to get Tunnel Rat onto the battlefield. I don't know if what you would cut for that.
That's the issue, right? Is like I think Anarchy is a fun card and it like is a card that's cool to show off in the starter deck, but like what do we cut now?
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
gets the list is tight, that's for sure.
like I you could cut the juicer and then you'd be like super full tunnel rat win. You
Yeah,
could cut
I just think that'd be pretty scary to try to rely on with the 30 card deck in particular. Uh,
right.
Being able to win games with one Tunnel Rat,
I
you
don't
know.
actually want to like cut the juicer. It's just
Yeah,
like maybe like it seems backwards to cut the boomer, but the boomer is just like another anarchy kind of that is slower.
yeah,
But it's like good in combination with anarchy, but so is like double anarchy
right.
if you put in that slot or the retrofitted. I
Yeah, I
mean,
don't think we can cut the Slaying production unless we're going to figure out how to put it like
yeah,
a Hero's Boon or two in the deck to be able to give you a
right. Because we're
six.
still very reliant on these tunnel rats, and you gotta get to five.
Right.
Um, so the biggest thing for me is like I wouldn't put in the second anarchy because I just don't know what to cut.
Okay.
And
Well, let's try
if
it like
there,
this and see how it does, and we'll go from there.
yeah,
I
if
think that's
anybody
a
in chat has any ideas about this anarchy decision, like please feel free to chime in.
Yep, yep, absolutely. And for those of you that have been following along with us on the last few episodes, I did upload the deck lists, put them out there. They are available on episode 14. If you go back and look at episode 14 in the description, you'll see the deck lists before we made today's changes to the Xcelarian. So I will update the Xcelarian deck list after tonight's stream, and I will add into this description. So as we move forward, you'll see the iterations and the changes to the decks. But yeah, I think we'll just see how this works out. We'll go from there. So we may have a super grindy game on our hands, and we may
Yeah.
have
Well, if
may
that's
have
the
to do
case, we
something
got to
different.
get to it.
That's right, for sure.
Started late, going long.
Yep, that's right. So I'll start with the roll. I roll a 2, Neil.
Excellent.
You
More
roll a
than
3.
two. All right, I'll go first.
Okay.
Well, let's take a look at this. I think I can do better than this.
Yeah, I gotta believe the same thing. So
Mine is like borderline, but get in there. Get in there. Yeah, okay.
yeah, this is a little more workable.
All right. Well, I'm gonna do one of these.
Okay.
Not one of these. One of these. And more chamber
Okay.
in the front row.
All right.
They sent us.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oops. All right. Put that there and pass the turn. So if you're just joining in, we are testing the introductory welcome decks that we hope to have available as a deck list for you to help teach players how to play Battle for Solaria. So Neil and I are testing those now, and we're working through all of the potential iterations of those and what their potential outcomes will be. We've had a busy couple of weeks here at Punch It, even though I was on vacation. Those we've had lots of exciting news. So if you've been following along on our community page on Facebook, or maybe you're in the Slack channel, you probably know some of those things that are going on. So, all right. So Neil, you generated a token. Anything else you're gonna do here?
Nope. I'm just gonna pass.
All right. Excuse me.
All right. I do have effects on your Solarium phase. So
Okay. Let's go site phase. We'll play a Solarium Depot here. And then go into Solarium phase. I'm going to reveal a secret stash.
okay. I'm gonna
And
do this in
you're
response.
okay.
The right of domination.
Sounds good.
So at the start of your combatant step, if that's where we're going, transcend
Yep.
this fence token.
Yep.
Will make me a few more tokens and one of them bigger.
Yep. Okay, so I'm going to make the 3. I'm going to pop a Solomon into play.
Okay.
And then I'll pass the turn to you.
Right. Do this.
Yep.
A Despore Forest.
Okay.
Token.
Yep.
Place her on a
Okay.
deck.
6, so I take 4.
Yep. Go ahead.
Yep. All right. I disconnected.
You disconnected.
Yeah, I disconnected from you. Hold on one second.
Oh, yeah. I have a connecting thing next to your name.
No, I can't see.
Well, that's awkward.
I can't see anything.
Let me. Are you?
Looking in global chat, it looks like I'm not alone. Lots of people seem to have suffered some sort of strange disconnect and fate.
You think it's Tabletop Simulator?
Possibly. Let me see if I can get it to pull up. Sorry for the technical difficulties here, folks. I don't know what's exactly happening.
Yeah. Take a week off and they trash our program.
something. I don't quite understand. I'm gonna exit the game entirely
Okay.
and reload it and see if I can get it to work. It's just so we're all aware. I'm 38 hours away from getting 1,000 hours on Tabletop Simulator. That's scary.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, right? I will tell you that like 550 of them was making this mod. It's not an easy thing to do. Yeah, I don't see
Let me
your
see if I
game
can
at
invite
all.
you. That's what I was trying to do before. Of course, now I have this terrible like Steam new overlay thing that I dislike very much. I don't even know how to. I should block you. That would help.
Uh, yeah, that makes sense.
Come on. Let's see. Where is Jesse? I don't want to be in big picture mode, Steam.
If you can go back to your game and save the game, and then
Okay.
just reload the room, like just save the game separately. It's probably it's underneath that overlay that you're looking at. So yeah, you have to close that overlay. All right, there you go. So then if you go to like your options, it should be at the top.
Game.
Yeah, under games
Game name.
to
Okay.
your left.
Yeah, there's like a delay in this stream.
Yeah.
If you're watching it, that's why it's hard.
Let me see if I can get you on Hangouts where there won't be a delay. Yeah, so if you go to games on the far left,
Oh, there we go.
and then if you hit save, save load on the bottom,
There we go.
and then do create on the right. They've changed this. Create.
Let's make
Just
this.
yeah, and then hit create. That's fine. Yep. Now, if you go back, maybe it's there. Yep. So it's that
Oh,
second
yep,
one.
yep, yep, yep. Okay,
Okay.
so
So now if you exit the game, so you go to main menu and then rehost, so create. So I've seen this happen a few times, but it's been a while since I've had Tabletop Simulator actually just flat crash. Yep, you're good. So you want to load, yep. That should load everything back in.
yeah, it looks the same as when we left. Uh, hopefully you can join this.
I can see it now, so
Oh, that's
that's
good.
good. So, all right, let me rejoin the red, and if you can re-promote me, that would be great.
Sorry about that, guys. I know this was just your attempt to get out of this since I was beating you so badly.
Oh yeah, you're definitely rocking and rolling right now.
So I attacked you, or I played some guys, I attacked you, and then I passed, and then you
Yep,
DC'd. So,
I did draw cards. I can tell that.
okay.
So that down there, we'll throw out a stockade. Um, we'll harvest that with the secret stash. And then go to my combatant phase.
Okay, I'll have a big token fight regular token.
Okay, so I will.
But you can't respond to it because it's at the start of.
That's true. Okay.
So if we're past this, if you want to do something in your Solarium phase, you can.
No, you're good.
What do we got there? This one. Nope, not that one either. Okay. Combatant
Okay.
away.
Yep. Just checking really quick on a card here. Yep. Okay, we're good. I'm gonna go ahead and since I'm off initiative, I'm gonna Assassin Strike your Serana,
Okay. I'm gonna play a Mind Shell.
and I'll play a Not So Fast on the Mind Shell.
Okay. You killed her. You didn't even kill her. You destroyed her real good.
Yep. And then I will pass the turn.
Okay. Guess I probably should have used my Metamorphosis Chamber. Whatever, I'm not scared. I'm gonna play a Scarapus Tome.
Okay.
I'm gonna move my tokens around a little bit because I got stuff to play. I'm gonna make a token.
Okay.
I'm gonna play a Scorpionid Striker.
Let's go ahead and DOA that.
Then I will move to my attacking phase where I will turn my guys sideways and attack your.
Let's go ahead and stockade the big token.
Okay. In response to that, I'm gonna flip up Bloodlust.
That'll get her done. All right, so I take 2.
And I will pass the turn.
Yeah, we're just back to the same problem we had in last games, Neil, which is just there's no chance for me to play anything.
Well, I had an absolutely insane draw. Like, I just had like turn 2 6 power or whatever.
Sure. Yeah.
uh,
Play retrofitted.
I think like as soon as I got to attack your first sight, you were just way in trouble.
Well, I think it's for sure a situation where all right, so I'll spend 2 to put the
I gotta
anarchist
have
out. Yeah,
a
you
little
gotta
fight here, but then you can do your thing.
I'll put the anarchist out. And pass turn.
Play an Ashfall,
Uh-huh.
make a guy. I'll play a Ghost. And then I'll attack your retro.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot this token on declare
Uh,
attackers.
okay, I'm gonna use my my Ashfall planes.
Okay. And then I'll shoot this token.
Oh, on the same chain.
Yeah.
It makes a big difference because I drew a
Yeah.
frenzy. Okay, that's fine. I'll use my Metamorphosis Chamber and sack it and put a counter on this.
Okay. Then during declare defenders, I'll have no defenders.
Okay, so this guy is 7 and this guy, sorry, 8 and this guy's 3.
So 11. So 4 and 4 is 8. Go to 11.
And then I'll pass.
Yeah. Surrender 2 cards. And some weird lag.
Obviously, the servers are doing great tonight, so doesn't surprise me at all.
Go ahead and shoot this token.
I'm gonna frenzy him.
Oh, not so fast, the frenzy.
Okay.
And pass.
Oh, and I have to have a fight, so let's have Dragos fight this little guy. Because I have to do my right.
Yep, that's why I shot here. I wanted you to at least lose one of the larger targets. But, I mean, it doesn't matter.
Right, it's pretty academic at this point. Like,
Yeah.
I have a million Sularia and a bunch of guys and a bunch of damage and the Scorpion Striker and coming to the teeth.
Okay. Total?
8, or sorry, 9 and 8 and 4 is 21.
All right, I go to neg 10.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I missed a couple Dragos activations this game, but it is not very important.
So I have a grip full of 5-drop combatants again, and this is the first time I've made 5
Right.
Solarium. So I think it goes back to like what I was saying before. I just don't think they're consistent enough on Solarium production to rely on tunnel rats to win in this scenario. So it puts you in a really awkward space because you go, okay, well, so I have to spend all 3 of these to play the tunnel rat, but it's just too little, too late. So
Right, I just killed every site you played the turn you played it the whole game. Like,
yeah, but so fundamentally that card's the big problem there, right? Because your token just grows into the ability. Like if you don't have token growth there, you don't kill
it's just
the things
like
often.
Brand Domination is a perfect example of one of those like grindy cards that's just like reusable over the
Yeah.
course of the game. That
So,
why is this?
anyways, I have a feeling the outcome is going to be very similar through the other 2 or 3 games here, but we'll see what happens. I'll take the play.
Okay. I'm gonna shift this.
Yeah, I have to as well.
This hand is pretty good.
Mine looks very similar to last game, so probably just pass turn.
Go ahead.
Okay. I gotta reset to 25 here. So, funny story about making this app. I tried to set those counters up so that you would hit the clear button in the center and it would reset you to 25. Yeah, it doesn't work.
Oh no.
Play a
I guess you need
stockade.
another 550 hours.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Play a Solomon.
Okay.
And pass turn.
I'm gonna play a Subterranean Lair. I'm gonna
Okay.
try to attack.
I'm gonna stockade her.
Okay. Right, she gets stockaded, and I will pass a turn.
Actually, I'm gonna do this. Sorry, I'm gonna play.
I got an achievement.
You did?
Yeah. I don't know what that means.
I got 2 Solarium, so I'm gonna play an Anarchist,
All right.
and I will pass the turn.
I'm going to play a projector.
Okay.
I'm going to play a Hive Queen.
All right. No answer to the Hive Queen.
Now I'll try to attack.
Let's try to during the declare attackers will Stockader.
Okay, that's fine. Then I'll pass the turn.
All right. On declare defenders, um, shoot a token.
Okay.
And then I'll reset.
Okay.
Actually, I got one more play. I will shoot the other token.
With a booby trap? All right.
Yep. And then at the end, I will do this.
Okay.
Okay. Draw 2. Go like that. We'll play a retrofitted.
Okay.
Put the counter on the stockade. 1, 2,
Okay.
3, 4 Solarium made. We'll go ahead and do this and make 5. And 4 on a boomer.
This is a juicer.
Or a juicer, sorry. And then I will spend my last remaining to put an anarchy counter on the sublayer. And then I'll shoot the sublayer to finish it. And I will swing for 4 at that guy.
Okay.
And pass turn.
That was a strange draw. um,
Ashfall.
Playing Ashfall in the front there.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to attack your thing here.
Okay. Just with the 1.
Yep.
Let's try Stockader.
Okay. All right. I will pass the turn.
Okay. Okay. All right. So we're gonna put this down here. I'm gonna play a village, and we get to talk about the new village now.
Okay.
So the new village has an ability on it now that says activate reset target combatant you control. It cannot attack this turn.
Exolarian.
Exolarian combatant you control. That's right. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very specifically targeting Exolarians. So it's kind of the antithesis of a Centropolis. So for those of you that are wondering about rules interactions, if a card is exhausted, when you reset it, it would go to a reset state. So Centropolis Village just lets you get your guy back up a little bit sooner if you get Centropolis, so on and so forth. But
Right. It doesn't reset it completely if it's exhausted. The
right,
exhausted is like the next time it would reset it becomes activated.
exactly. Yep,
Instead of being 180, it goes to 90.
that's exactly right. Okay.
So it doesn't 100% counter the Centropolis, but it does like take a turn off the pressure. It also
So
interacts that way with Headhunter, where you use the Headhunter ability and exhaust it, and then it resets it to activated.
right. Yep. Okay. So we make 6 Solarium. We go to combatants. I'm going to spend 5 on this boomer. I will put 1 counter on your miasma projector. And then, since I still have 5 up, I will do an anarchy, killing this, the scrapyard. And we will put uh, 2 more counters on the miasma projector and 1 on the ashfall plains.
I'm going to use my projector in response to that.
Did you have 3 Solarium?
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
I didn't play anything last turn. So I am going to shrink. Let's see. I'm going to add the juicer with it here.
Okay. So the juicer's a 2/2 now. Okay,
So
so
this guy gets dead.
yep. So you take 3 to that. Okay. So now I have one Solarium remaining. I'm going to use the Anarchist on this. And I will deliver the killing blow with Solomon. And that's my turn.
This is kind of interesting. I think I want this one. I'm going to flip another Lifeblood.
Okay.
I'm going to play a Tricentis.
Okay.
And a Tricentis.
Okay.
Then I'm going to pass the turn.
So on your declare attackers, I'm going to use Village, bring up Solomon. And then on your end step, I will do 2 to you.
Okay. You're going to stockade my Serana.
And stockade your Serana. Yep, thank you. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and play an Oasis.
Okay.
Make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 28, by the way. Sorry. With 7, I'll play a Tunnel Rat.
Okay.
On the Tunnel Rat chain, I'm going to do 2 damage to your Hive Queen.
Okay.
And then I will reset on that same chain Solomon.
Okay.
And then we'll go to combat phase, and I'll shoot the Hive Queen dead.
Okay. I'm going to try to Mind Shell it a
Yep.
second time.
That works. Fair enough. Pass turn. I think it's okay to do that.
Yeah, I feel like by doing it before my draw step, you like there's less chance of me having it. If you wait, then you get to like make decisions based on what I do. I don't know which is better.
Yeah.
So I make 2, and I'm going to send my Tricentises in here
Okay.
at your retrofitted, or I guess one at retrofitted, one at Oasis.
Okay. I'll defend them.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Make a bunch of little guys.
Yep.
Go ahead.
I'll stockade your Serrana. Okay. So we'll draw 2. I meant to do this, sorry. Just
Okay.
I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but might as well have it. Put this down, flip this up. I have all the Solarium in the world this game. I'll play this guy.
Okay.
After his resolved during my combatant phase, I'll reset him.
Okay.
And then going into declare attackers, I'll attack with this guy. Might as well. No, I'll leave the boomer back, and it helps absorb some of that token damage.
Yeah, I'll try and block.
Okay, so I got let's see.
It's a 3/3.
Yeah, it's a 3/3 to a 3/3. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use the bounty from the warden.
Okay.
So I hit for 3. I'm just gonna take all the counters off unless you think it matters for some reason, and just put them back to print value.
That's fine. I don't care.
Be easier than those counters flying around for the whole game.
A little army of men up here.
Yeah.
Slam phase, I'm going to remove a couple of these guys.
Yep.
Let's see. I think I'm pretty dead. I'm going to play a striker.
Okay. It resolves.
Okay. So then I'm going to start attacking here.
Okay.
Just going to send the team at the scrapyard.
Okay. Let's go ahead and try to stockade the Serrana.
I'm going to play a Mind Shell.
Okay. Let's go ahead and do 3 damage to Serrana.
And I'm going to play a Frenzy.
Okay. Booby Trap, Serrana, and Shooter.
So you're a total of 7 damage.
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, so now during Declare Defenders, let's go ahead and line Boomer up against a token. And we'll line the Anarchist up against another token.
Okay. And in the window, I'll play a Bloodlust.
Yeah, knew it was there. Okay, so this one kills that one. The Anarchist just absorbs the attack of the other one. So I take 4 into 4, so I take 5 and go to 23.
Take more than that, because you block 2 tokens. So Here's
Eight into
8,
4, so 5.
12.
Oh,
There it's
12.
printed.
So 12 into 4. So 8 and 1 is 9. So 28, I go to 19.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'll pass.
Okay. I think that worked out okay. Sure. Okay. It goes down there. Play a Solarium Depot.
Okay.
Um, Swing for 4.
Okay. Yep.
And pass turn.
Make an acid pool.
Okay.
Remove some guys here. So I suppose I make 7 total.
Uh-huh.
Play a juice, a Verker,
Okay.
a queen.
Let's go ahead and DOA the burger.
And send my guys at your depot.
All right, I'm going to attempt to distract the Scorpion.
Yep. And I'm Omega dead. Like, this gets through for max of like 6 damage, and then you can do what, 8 to me on the end of my turn.
Yeah. Well, so you're doing 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So that's 6 and 2 would be 8.
Well, you're blocking one of them, right? Like, why
Yeah,
would
I'll
you lose
block
this
one
boomer
for
back
sure.
otherwise?
Yeah, no.
So 8 into this does 6 to you,
Right,
and
which
then
is
you
13.
can untap your tunnel rat and
Right, so I
8
shoot
made
you
it
for
-1.
3 and 2, and then I shoot you again.
Yep, I'm dead.
Yep. There we go. Okay. Well, Right of Domination didn't show up. That makes it a little easier.
You had your suite of like grindy cards and won the grindy matchup.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. I'm
This
assuming.
match definitely isn't fast.
No, it's not at all. In fact, we're gonna get one match in before we hit the 8:30 time limit here. But
Maybe.
yeah,
Gotta play at hyperspeed.
yeah, hyperspeed for game 3.
I will go first. This looks fine.
This does not. I think you have to hard mulligan just for secret stash, or you're not going to get to things.
Maybe. I want a Death Spore in the front and a Tricentis. Go ahead.
Pass turn. My hand is uber awful, so
Well, that happens sometimes.
it does.
I'm gonna play a Metamorphosis Chamber.
Okay.
I'm gonna pass the turn.
All right.
These cards are so disappointing now that I've seen them with art.
Play a stockade.
But not art, not final.
All right, not final.
Art, not final.
Yeah, that's the next on the agenda is now that we have all the artwork for the Protoan, and I got to update the mod. for all of those cards.
Yeah,
So
that sounds like fun.
yeah, it's not too bad. Uh, Knowing the tricks that I know now, but
Yeah,
a lot of what you see is like the get Solarian buttons took way longer than they should have. um, yeah. So
they work pretty good now.
yeah.
Um,
Oh yeah.
I guess I'm gonna pass the turn. Well, yeah, I'm gonna pass turn.
All right.
Man, I feel really let down that Jasper's not here giving me hashtags.
I know I'm missing him
That's
tonight. I guess he probably didn't realize we were coming back tonight, so
that's
that's our
true.
fault.
I
Okay.
blame him.
It's still all his fault. End of the day, always his fault. Um, I guess pass turn.
Exciting game.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We are rip roaring.
Oh, I got stuff to do now though.
Okay,
I play an Ashfall Plains.
okay.
I want to play a Lifeblood.
Mhm.
I want to play a Hive Queen.
Okay, let's see. Hold on a second. I think I'll DOA her.
Okay. I will pass the turn.
So during your declare attackers, I'll do this, and then that's your end
Okay.
step. I'll do
Yeah,
this.
charge him up.
Yep. Light them up, light them up, right?
Huh.
Uh-huh. Okay, put that down. Lay that out there. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll make 5. Play a boomer.
Okay.
Put 1 counter on the Ashfall Plains. And then I will pass the turn.
Underground step. I'm going to use the Ashfall. I think I'm
Uh,
going to harvest this.
okay. Yep.
So, uh, trigger our card.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to play an Acid Pool.
Okay.
I'm going to harvest this Tricentis since it's a new round.
Hmm.
7, 8, 9, 10. Wait, sorry. 7. I don't know
Hmm.
why I counted past 7. 7. I am going to play a Dragos.
Okay.
And I will pass the turn.
Let's stockade a token. Do this. Play a village.
Okay,
Um, let's go ahead and put out a Solomon.
sure.
Tricky call here. I'll pass.
Okay. I'm going to activate an Ashfall Plains.
Okay.
Two. I'll play another Ashfall Plains.
Okay.
I guess I should have used my acid pool, but what are you going to do? I'll make 8. I'm playing a Terminus Queen.
Okay.
I'm going to play Vomit.
Okay.
I'm going to attack. Let's send Dragos uh, at the stockade.
Okay. I'm gonna distract Dragos.
I'm going to try to play a Mind Shell. This is a Mind Shell. There it is.
I'll not so fast it.
Okay. Dragos is distracted.
Okay.
Uh, go ahead.
Okay. I have some actions I want to do here now.
Okay.
End turn.
You want to use your village before the end step.
Right. I'm gonna. Well, first off, I'm gonna do. Yeah, village to this.
Yeah.
And
And
then end step, I'm gonna anarchy.
okay.
Now I have to think about how I want to do this. Um, let's do 2 on the acid pool.
Okay.
Let's do 1 on the Ashfall Plains. And then I gotta remove this not so fast. Okay. So I'm gonna surrender the boomer.
In order for this to work correctly, you actually have to do Boomer on the stack first, and then those things. But that's okay.
Well, I can do it at the start of my turn too. It won't make any difference here.
That's true. If you just want to wait, but you want to use the Solomon on my end step for sure.
Yeah, so there's a different plan I have for that. So I'm gonna go booby trap, Solomon on your other Ashfall.
Okay, I'll use it.
Okay. So you take 3. Now I'm also gonna secret stash that not so fast.
But you can't do that unless you use a different window.
Why the not so fast was on the same window, was it?
Did we change Anarchy to be kill it as a cost or earn resolution? If it's a cost, then you can do it.
To play Anarchy, surrender an influence card.
Yeah, okay. You're good.
Okay. Okay. So now we'll go to my turn.
Okay.
Okay. So now on my turn, I want to go ahead. Solarium phase. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna surrender the boomer.
I have a Solarium phase effect because I write a domination here someplace.
Okay.
Abomid fights token.
Okay. I guess I can't respond to that, huh?
Right. If you want to do something, you can do it on your Solarium phase.
Yeah, but it doesn't make any difference here.
Right.
Let me
I'll target something else.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it anyways because I've got a different plan here then. So I will shoot Abomid for two and reset. Well, that's not going to work because if you do
Oh,
that,
you don't
then
have
I'm
enough
screwed.
windows.
Yep. I had to do it
Yeah,
before
but you didn't know
this.
I had the right domination. Like,
No, it's still probably the correct play pattern, but it doesn't matter. Like, because the correct play pattern should be the thing that I can kill freely. Like, I should do it. But it is what it is. Okay. So first I'm gonna so we go to combatant window. This resolves. Okay. Now combatant window. I'm going to assassin strike your Itinerous Queen.
okay, and I'll eat it with the
Okay.
ashful.
Mhm. Then I'll surrender the boomer, which will kill the ashfall.
I'm gonna use this thing
Okay.
because you're gonna get them both, right? Or does this not die? It has
No, the acid pool.
5. Okay, so it just leaves 1 on it. Okay, so
Yep.
I won't use that yet. That's fine. You get me for 3 here off this.
Yep. And then we'll go ahead and shoot the acid pool to finish.
Okay, and then I'll use it on the
Okay.
guy and take 5.
My end step, I'll bring Solomon back up. And pass turn.
Uh, I'm harvest on the end of your turn if I can get this thing off of here. All right. See if I deck myself now that I have no threats. Um, play this. Play a projector.
Okay.
Make 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yep.
Do. I'm gonna play a Tricentis.
Okay.
I'm gonna play a Parasitics.
Okay.
I'm gonna smash with my Abomid here
Okay.
at your depot.
Total is 6 into 4.
And I'm gonna flip bloodlust.
Okay, so 7 into 4.
Yep.
So I take 5.
Oops. Having a hard time with this Abomid.
Shoot you for 2.
You got it.
I'll harvest here.
Okay.
Okay. Drew my 2.
Retrofitted.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm going to go to 8.
Okay.
Play Tunnel Rat. And play Anarchist. And then with the 1 remaining Solarium, we'll hit the Projector with an Anarchy counter.
Guess I got much more here. Sure.
And then on that same chain, we'll shoot the Projector for 2.
Okay.
And I'll reset Solomon, go to declare attackers, and finish the Projector off. Pass turn.
On your end step, I'm going to use my Metamorphosis Chamber on this Tricentis.
Okay.
My Abomid a little bigger.
And 1 more virus counter on Parasitics.
Yep. thing. I'll play a Carapace Dome.
Okay.
I'll move a Tricentis.
Hmm.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Yep.
Okay. So now I'm going to do some attacking.
Okay.
I'm going to send my guys into your scrapyard.
Okay.
I'm going to provoke, I guess, challenge your tunnel rat with the Abomid.
Hmm.
And Grand Declare Defenders, I'm going to Metamorphosis Chamber this guy away. Put these here. So I'll put 2 counters on my parasitics. This dying and this dying.
Yep.
And 1 counter on my from my Metamorphosis Chamber onto this guy.
Okay.
So he's attacking for 9.
Absorbing 5.
Yep. Parasitix is attacking for 6. So
So 10, 12,
12,
14, 16.
16. Yep.
16. So 12 and 1 is 13. Go to 7. Okay.
And I'll pass. And I get a virus counter from that guy getting challenged.
Play a warden.
Okay.
Um, use the village to reset during the combat and declare attacker will bounty parasitics. Yep.
He's too big to get.
How he's a 7, right?
Yeah, he has 7.
Okay. So um, I don't think.
And I gotta do a Rite of Domination here.
Go ahead.
Playing Wardens. I'm just gonna keep putting them on here.
I'll just shoot you for 2.
Yeah. I'll harvest. Oops. Make a bunch. Play a oh, play a hatchery. Make a bunch. Make a token. Play a striker. Play a Verker. Uh, let's see. You got this absorbs 4. This absorbs 3. Okay, so everybody into retrofitted. And attackers, I'll use this Metamorphosis Chamber and make it a little bit more.
So during declare attackers, I brought up the warden, and then
Okay,
during
that's
declare
fine.
defenders, I'm gonna bounty the striker.
Okay, I'll play a Frenzy.
I'm not so fast. The frenzy.
think I have another one here someplace. Yeah.
All right, you got it, man.
Yep.
So I don't know. It's a million.
It is a million. For this is 12 is 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Plus 6 is 26. Plus. So 36 is what I count.
Yeah.
Chat can tell me if I'm wrong later.
So 32. I go to negative 25.
Yep.
You got the game.
Yep. I think the Asphalt Plains killed you.
Well, yeah. I mean, without a doubt, you had two of them this game.
Yeah, I drew let's see. I had 3 cards left, so I drew 4 more cards than you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those grindy matchups.
I still think Red of Domination is the bigger culprit there because it puts things out of the reach of my pingers. Like I can live with the card advantage if I can still kind of grindy deal with what you get out of card advantage, but the right just accelerates a guy too big for me to deal with.
It's a very good card. Think that it's too good for starter decks? Like, I
You're
don't
all
think it
static
matters
on
as
my
much
end.
in. What? Jesse?
I think Neil's having some technical challenges with something connection related. His mic or something's acting up because he's just all
Oh.
static on my end. Oh, now you're back.
Can you hear me? Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Maybe I had a lag spike, but do you think that the Right Domination is too good for starter decks? Like,
Well, I don't know. It's interesting because the games that you get it, I just don't see
right.
how you can get through it.
I mean, it thrives off time, so against the Xlarian, it's going to be very good. I think it's much less impactful against Jotun, who's going to kill you quickly.
I think it's going to be really solid against the Scythian lists as well. I mean, but I think
Probably.
the Scythian do have some reasonably sized threats that can still be played. So
Right. I think that the Scythian deck is probably a little faster than the Xlarian deck. So,
yeah,
I mean, but Right of Domination is a card that could easily come out of the starter. Like, it's really complicated.
Yep.
And it does have this like effect on the game where like in the starter decks mostly, they're that and Asphalt Plains kind of like you get a million activations out of them over the course of these starter games, and the starter games can be a little awkward, so that just thrives off time.
Yeah.
And, like
I said, I mean, for example, I had before the Right of Domination, I had a Solomon with Village is capable of dealing with the Abomin, right? And a Tunnel Rat with Village is able to deal with like a Megalithid if you play a Megalithid. So like the growth pattern of like these guys getting bigger combined with Metamorphosis Chamber making guys bigger too, and Bloodlust, putting them in this awkward position where they're one stat point higher than what my removal can do. Like it just puts it into a position where like one of your threats is going to grow so exponentially large that I just can't stop it, even with distraction, right? Like,
well, let's take a look at the Pertoan deck at the next week then.
Yeah,
or
I think it's worth the
and see if we can fix it a little bit, because so the second game, you went first, you got to develop your Solarium a little bit, and you like just traded with me excellently. Like, you just like put me on no permanence real fast. I had like a Serana and a 3/3.
Right.
And you just took over the game. In the first game, I just ran you over because like I had 4 power on turn 2 or whatever, and got to attack your scrapyard.
Right.
But in the third game, like, it really showed off those reusable effects. Because obviously I like almost decked myself, but I just had 2 threats to play the rest of the game with the help of Lifeblood, and it's really hard for the Xlarian to like deal with 2 threats at a time for multiple turns in a row. And
well, especially if those threats are over the cost of 3, right? Because Stockade can't save you there. So like the Scorpionid Striker, a second copy of Assassin Strike gets Scorpionid Striker, right?
Well, before we start putting more removal into the Xlarian, we should play it against the other teams a little bit, I think.
Well, I agree, but I'm just saying, like, at the end of the day, like, the suite of removal tools runs out against anything that's above a 3 Solarium. And so you can just eventually play enough of those threats, and if those threats can grow through things like Right of Domination, um, they become very difficult, if not impossible, to actually manage. Which is the goal you're trying to get to there. So, all right. Well, I think that'll wrap us up for stream tonight. I appreciate everybody that came on to watch or is checking this video out after we've gone live. And if you like what we're doing, be sure to hit the thumbs up button, or even better, if you really like what we're doing, we appreciate a subscribe. So hit that subscribe button and let us know. Otherwise, we'll be back in 2 weeks.
Thanks, guys.